This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Uncle J89 says, what's the one match in WWE and TNA that you wish you could redo, and why?
I never had a match that I wish I could have redone, but there was one night when Eddie Guerrero, and this was probably a month before he passed away, maybe 2 months. Eddie was having problems with his energy. He was really run down. His skin was not toned. He was white. And he would walk backstage like this. And then when he'd go out to the ring, when his entrance, he was Eddie, hey, it's showtime, but when he was backstage, he was having a lot of issues with energy. And I think it was his heart just not pumping at the proper pace. And one night, it was in Texas. I can't remember what city. I had a match with him. It was a lumberjack match. And Eddie just broke down. And at one point, he was so unhealthy. I don't even want to say tired, just unhealthy. He grabbed the rope and he wouldn't let it go. And I was trying to shoot him off. I'm like, Eddie, we got to go. And he's like, no. And I was like, oh my God, he's cracking. And I didn't know that he had the heart problems. So that's one match I would have definitely liked to take back. And it's just because Eddie was in no condition to wrestle at that time, but nobody knew about his heart problem. I mean, that came out of nowhere the day he passed away. So, it was, thank God the match was taped. It was a SmackDown match and it was pre-taped. So we were able to clean it up before we aired it on UPN, I believe it was. But it was a night that I regret, that I wish I could take back, because, Eddie was always the greatest in-ring performer, one of the greatest I've ever been in the ring with. And that wasn't Eddie Guerrero that night.
Here's one from Alan Jackson. We love his music. He says, has Kurt seen any good fights backstage he wasn't involved in? Has he ever seen anyone get into it with either Vince or Bruce?
No, I never saw anyone get into it with Vince or Bruce, but no fights backstage. I never saw a fight. I was involved in a fight with Eddie Guerrero. Eddie and I were like brothers. We played like brothers and we fought like brothers. And there was a night where this is where, right before Eddie passed away. So he wasn't feeling very good physically. And a couple of my guys on my from the what do you call it, society? What's it called? The Honor Society. I think I had the faction I had with Luther Reigns and
the Straight Edge. No, that was before.
It was called the something society. I forget, the name sucked, but they laid into Eddie a little bit too hard when they got heat on him at the end of a match in the ring. I didn't touch Eddie, so when we got backstage, Eddie was pissed. And he was going crazy. He's like, you were freaking hurt me. You tried to hurt me. You were stiffing me in the ring. And I'm like, Eddie, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch you. He's like, yes, you did. And you're Goonies too. And he started going crazy. And he got in my face and he's yelling and he's spitting. And so I pushed him. And then when I did that, he tried to double leg me. And I got him in a front face lock and started choking him out. And Big Show broke it up. And the crazy thing is, later on that night, John Bradshaw Layfield, who likes to stir the pot, goes to Eddie and says, why would you double leg an Olympic gold medalist? And Eddie says, because I'm freaking stupid. That's why. So it was the only fight I was involved in. It's the only fight that I did see firsthand. And it was my own fight with Eddie.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.